Yay, welcome to class. It's another day in class, but please now, you have been watching my video, you're not subscribing, you're not even sharing. Please share this video, subscribe. Today's class is beautiful. You will learn something beautiful. My class is always value packed. Please subscribe and like, share, help me. Thank you. So we're going to learn how to make this autogele. Let's go to class. Here are the measurements of the gele, so you can pause and take notes and then continue. You tie the base on the dummy like so, and then the back, just tuck it in. We will adjust it much later. So when you tie it, please make sure that this place is at the back, you're at the center back of the neck, all right? Because now we want to fix the up one on it, the multiply, this one, we want to fix it on it. So obviously this is my center front, right? Then I will place the dummy. I will place this midline. You see that center line I drew here? It's a little faint. Let me make it obvious. All right. So I'll place it on the last pleat or whichever number of pleats where you want to put it. But for me, I like to use the last pleat. I place it on the last pleat like so, and then I take it downward. All right. This is the way we normally do our pleat. So here I will hold it down with a needle or pin, anyone you have. So I'll hold it down. So normally when you are sewing your multi-pleat to the base, you start from somewhere around the ear to sew. Somewhere here, all right? You start from there to sew. Somewhere around the ear. Then give about from the midline, take about 3 inches downward. Use a tape, but I'm not measuring, but it's somewhere here. You will not sew it now. You will sew it later. All right? You will do the same marking on the other side. About 3 inches from the midline to here, 3 inches somewhere there, and our sewing starts here. So what you're going to do now, you're going to sew from here to here, from here to here, and leave the others. You will not sew again. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use hand needle and sew it. So place it the way you want it to be. So you rest it on the third pleat. That's what I do. You're not going to sew it like this. It will be awful. Place it on the third pleat. See, 1, 2, 3. On the third pleat, place it there. You can pin it down, but just know that you're sewing it from here to this line. That's all. And repeat the same thing on the other side. So looking at it now, you will see I've sewn it. So I stopped here. And I've also sewn here. And I've stopped here. All right. So that's what you're going to do. Here is going to have this hollow because we need it for the work. Okay. So now with your hand needle kept in very ready, you start to pleat. So you start to pleat. So because this is a low one, so I'm just going to do normal pleating for the first line, for the first ply. This gele has 4 plies. The first one, the second one, the third one, and the Ankara, which serves as the 4th ply. All right. So on the first ply, just do your normal pleating. So I'm raising it up and I'm pleating it on it. So I've done my second pleat on this side. I'm doing the second pleat on this side too. So the second pleat done. All right. Then I start with the third pleat. Okay. The third pleat on this side. So we have three pleats down, all right? Is it clear? This is three pleats. So what will you will now start to do? What you can do is to sew it down just this side. So see what I'm doing. You're sewing it down just about 2 to 3 times and it's firm enough. This is a sewing that you're going to lose later. It's not something you will leave. I'd repeat the same thing on the other side. You see what we have? I just tacked this edge and tacked the other edge with my three pleats down. Now, from the next one, you will now start raising it. Remember, we didn't sew here down, right? The center is open. So you now start raising it. Please take proper attention, pay proper attention. Watch what I'm doing. The tip to making this gele is from this, see what I mean? You see that from here, I have entered the next ply, right? From here and I've entered the next ply. So you will now start taking big and small. In the middle, you take big, bigger than regular you would have taken. And then at the side, you take small. So I've taken big. What I took now is about, I didn't measure, but it looks like 1.5 inches. Then on the side, which is here, you take something way smaller than what you took at the middle. Let me hold it down so that it will take shape first. Okay. Then so you have to take it until it gets to the to the last spot. All right. That's how you do it. Okay. Then you repeat the same thing on this side and pin it down. This work needs lots of pins. With my pin now, the one I just pleated, I will hold it down like this, and another pin, hold the other side down. So I go again. I remove this needle in the middle. Take a big one again. So from here, you are all just taking from the, because this is where the aseoke will start, the gele will start to rise up. All right. So you push it in. Let what you took be bigger than the normal thing you would have taken if you were doing pleats. Then once you come to the side, see the way I'm holding here and I'm holding here. Once you come to the side, you take a tiny pleat. I can remove this pin now so that it will allow me. I take a tiny pleat. That is the secret. If you don't take a tiny pleat at the side, it's going to give you big issue. You can't even have what you use to do your fan. So I'm securing it with a pin. So I repeat the same thing on this side and secure it with a pin too. So I continue. If you have ever gotten value from this channel, please subscribe. It is good enough that you watch and like my videos and comment, but as you do that, could you please subscribe and share so that others will see it and also watch? If you do that, you're doing me a huge favor. Okay. Then I continue again. Have you joined our Facebook group? It's a group on Facebook. We discuss designs and styles there. So if there are other designs of autogele that you want me to make, or head wrap or whatever, send it there. It is called Cucciella Innovations. So you see it bent over, still raise it back up. It will take shape. All right. So look at what we have now. Then I continue again. Hello, lovelies. Do you know I make head wraps, fascinators in large quantities and any number you want, and I ship out to any nation you are in? So just feel free to reach me on my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number will be in the description of this video. So reach me and we can discuss further. Don't worry, we don't do scam here. What you see is what you get. And I'll be glad to serve you. So I've gotten to where the Ankara is. It's a little tricky here, but figure out how to do it to work. Okay, then this is my last plate, right? So see what it's looking like already. So you just try to pick something as much as. So you see what we have now. So I'm pressing this side to give it that shape. You see the height, okay? So now the middle area has finished. You see all the openings it has. Now, if you are done with this middle and you don't have this kind of remaining fabric on the side, it's not going to work. That means you were not taking small small on the side, because it's from here that you're going to take your fan now. Look at this other side too. This is where you're going to take your fan. So that's the essence of big in the middle, very big in the middle, and then small, very tiny at the sides, so that you have enough fabric left over for fan. So what you can now do is remove the pin at the edge here, and sew it down to keep it in place. But make sure that here is very okay. Arrange your pleats. So now that we are done, I've sewn the two edges, all right, the strap area. Then we'll start making our fan. Please note that the fan is a fan down fan. Fan down. You must not take one fan in the same spot. Fan down. So I remove this one so I have space. Still using my hand to hold it down. Watch. I take my fan here. You know, this is Ankara and it has a stronger interface inside. So it's a little stubborn to work with, but you figure it out. So the next fan I'm taking, I must bend my hand downwards. I won't take it from here. If I take it from here, it will not be fine. So it's a fan down. So I've bent it sideways. So I bend it. I hold here and bend here downwards. You see where I held the other fan? First one was held here. Second one was held here. So that's how you do it. Fan down. Then I move down again. Fold another fan and take it downward the more. I continue the same thing. Downward. You see what it's looking like now? Then downward again. So see what I have so far, right? So if you take two fans in one place, it will not come out fine. The fan is a downward progression fan. I'm sorry if my head is blocking the view. I just was finding it difficult on how to place the camera. All right, you see what I have on this side? And I'm not done. I'm not done because I'm not sure. Oh, that shifted. So I can turn it this way so that it will let me get to the back. The idea is continue doing it until you come to the last fan you take. Oh, sorry, shifting. but the last one you take will be at the see the first ply, the shortest ply. So that's the last fan should be there. I mean the tip of the fan, which is here, should be at where the last ply is, here at the bottom. Then you can now tack it and tack all here, because you know we have not sewn at all. So you tack here, hold it in place before you tack all here. So let me do it. So far, see what we have. Here was very hard to sew because it's bulky, because of here that was padded or added interface to. So now that it's this way, your pleats have all formed, your fan have all formed. So you hold them back into shape the way they are supposed to be. All right. So this is what I have here. Then I will now start sewing it. When I mean sewing, I will start sewing the pleats together so that they don't unravel. You know, I have not sewn anything at all. So that's what I'll start to do now. So now that I've gotten here, so this is now the time we have to sew the place we didn't sew before. Remember this middle area that we didn't sew before? It's now time that we sew it. So once you sew the first three pleats, you stop. Don't sew again. Don't let your thread enter these open places because it's going to show. So you see what I have after putting it on a dummy. This is the side I have sewn. All right. So what I did here, I am going to replicate on this side. So now the gele is done and I'm placing it on the dummy. So when you get to this stage while making your gele, you will arrange it on the dummy. So I was fixing the back and tying it to look well. All right. So in case there are any folds here and there, this will be the time to adjust it and place it well. All right. If you did your fan well, you will notice that the fan on the left side will be the same with the fan on the right side. That's your aim when you're making it, so that one fan will not be about 7 fans and then the other side is giving you 6. It has to be equal. If you got 6 fans here, you should do everything possible to get 6 fans on the other side and the same length. So you kind of need to calculate well with your eyes when you're taking your fans. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. Please still don't forget to subscribe, share, and also make suggestions on our Facebook group on the designs you would want us to make next. You can also reach me on WhatsApp through my WhatsApp number. So see the final look. That is what it looks like. Isn't it beautiful? Please do yours and feel free to ask questions. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you.